call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Volunteers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work first. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Back to pass. He's got the tight end. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Finds his big tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Acho. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll keep it himself. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's in open space downfield. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. What a cut. Now he's loose. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
I tell you, that's a gut punch, too, if you're on defense there, because you thought you had the sack. You thought you had the perfect play call. You blitz, you got a guy running clean at the quarterback, and just as you get there, he gets rid of it, finds a completion, and picks up a fresh set of downs.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Give to the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes the grab down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Come on, alligator arms. I know you're running over the middle of the field, but do your quarterback a favor and just make the play.
Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat-and-mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely off guard.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looked as if it might go. The way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll leave it with him. Oh, better look out. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting off the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. The give on the inside. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Chop. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slant.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Woodhead. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? From this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He's going for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
From the shotgun, the inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Volunteers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on third and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this area to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. All drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive, forcing a third and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
Third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately